Hello there, this is Jabbathefrukt speaking directly from Sweden, and today we are gonna talk about a new MMORPG with a name called WarZ. And the game is inspired by the Dayz mod for Arma 2 and the movie WarZ. The game is supposed to be almost as Dayz, but this time it's a standalone game and not a mod. The map that the players will be surviving on is called Colorado and based on real-world locations. The map size are supposed to be from 200 to 400 square kilometers. More maps like New York, Los Angeles and Paris to come. So, this game should be almost like Dayz, but with some differences. The game is set 5 years after the zombie apocalypse and the map seems to be very apocalyptic, as you can see here. The game will cost $30, the same price as Arma 2 combined operations, and WarZ is coming fall 2012 this year. There are two different game modes to play, normal or hardcore. In normal you don't start with a weapon and you're able to revive down friends, but in hardcore death will be permanent, which is amazing, and you will start with a basic gun, which I think sucks, but I guess they want everyone to be dangerous. You can play in first or third person, and 250 people are able to play on each server. Wow! There are dozens of towns, villages and even large cities with huge skyscrapers. You can of course find weapons in the world, all sort of things you can expect to see in the real world, starting with classics like baseball bats, knives and crossbows, and going to light machine guns and grenade launchers. Yet gun availability will depend on how hard it is to obtain them in the real world. For example, you can't expect to just go in any house nearby and find an M16 lying there. You may be lucky if you get hand of a shotgun or handgun there. But stuff that is military grade can only be found near military installations, police stations and military roadblocks. Same goes for gun attachments, grip, silencer, different types of options. There are dozens of real-world modifications available for your gun. Some will be relatively easy to find, forward grip for M4 for example, or flashlight, but some, like high-quality military-grade optics, will be very rare. And about the type of shooter, think of Battlefield 3 and think of War Inc. Battlezone. I think those two examples best depict what the shooter and gun handling experience will be. It's taking the load realism of War Inc., for example, where if you drop a half-emptied clip and put in a new one, you will effectively just lost all the bullets that were left inside the old magazine. Firing will have similar ballistic characteristics as you see in Battlefield. That is, if you shoot at longer distance, you will have to take distance and bullet drop into account. Some attachments like silencers and grips will affect stats. A silencer will slow down your bullet, grip will help you control recoil. A thing that they will have in the game is a set of training skills available as you progress through the game. You will decide what you want to train, a bit like Skyrim. Do you want to spend more on physical training to be able to carry slightly more weight, sprint for a longer time, etc. Or do you want to do more gun training, allowing you to aim better, reload your gun faster? The point is, this is something you would expect from people in this situation in real life, that they would train themselves to improve certain skills. So, in the game you accumulate experience points that you can spend on learning those different skills. Yeah, you can also find other gear like ghillie suits, and you can also be blinded by flashlights, flares, or by walking out in the daylight from a dark place. It will also take some time for your eyes to get used to the night if you were inside a bright house before, just like real life. There are vehicles such as cars, helicopters, as you can see here, buggies like this one, but more to be confirmed. The game is using the graphics engine called Eclipse, and it's been developed for a while and has been tested by million players worldwide. You can also customize your character and make more than just one survivor. Here's a picture. There is some places called safe settlements in the world, which I think suck, but they are not safe at all. It's simply just a place where some people, NPCs, has tried to build a civilization. There are also shops in the world where you can buy stuff like ammo and food with gold coins. I really don't like that much, but if you don't want to buy stuff, you can always loot other people or find stuff in the world. So let's talk about the zombies. There are a lot more than in Dayz and will not be as glitchy as in Dayz. The zombies are a bit slower than you, and they will be very many in the cities and a lot more at night. So that's all the information I know. Comment, rate, share, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Goodbye.